went to Jackson Bible College, and they always thought that all the kids that went to that school were music people. Well, I had just learned 3 chords of the piano, and so there was a fabulous black pastor in Jackson, Mississippi, and they were periodically asked for couples to come and preach for the rallies they had. And we were all waiting to be invited. So one time, all of a sudden, we were invited, my husband and I. So we went and was a little late. And when we got there, oh my goodness, the choir was singing. It was the ultimate of music. The pastor's wife was playing a mean set of drums. It was awesome. And so it was just the epitome of fabulous worship music. And so they took my husband to the front of the platform, I'm standing looking for a place to sit at. And so they came back to me and they said, "We want you to play the piano." And I said, "Oh, no, I don't know how to play piano. I only know 3 chords." And they said, "No, we want you to come play piano." And it was prehistoric days where they didn't mic the piano, but they had a B3 organ playing, and the pastor's wife's playing the drums. And I kept on saying, "No, I'm honest. I'm not even being humble. I really don't know how to play this piano." Well, I couldn't convince them. So I went, "Well, okay." So I was walking. I was trying to get behind that keyboard. You might better help me because it's been pushed back and we may fall over backwards. I'm known to fall, crash, boom, bang. But anyway, so so I'm walking down the middle aisle, they're leading me to the piano, and my husband is going like this. And he's going, "What are you doing?" I said, and we're having a little quiet argument. Look, I said, I'm going to play piano. And he went, "Don't play." And I said, "No." I went, and he had his handkerchief, and he was going. So I'm walking to the piano. Here we go. And I'm walking to it. Gary's got his handkerchief like this, and so they go like this to me. The music person, well, I didn't know what that meant. So all I knew was C, F, and G. So I just went, "Oh, well, hit C." I mean, that sounds sophisticated, just what I did. But all I knew at that time was where C was. And so anyway, I said, so I hit C, then F. They got the E, they're doing E. Well, I found out later it was E flat, but, and then whatever they were playing, I was going to C. And so, now I know they were playing in another chords and all that, but it didn't matter. So anyway, it hit me. Do they hear me? The drums are going, the B3's going. So I went to Gary, he looked at me and he went, I said, "Can you hear me?" And I went, he went, well, something got a hold of me. And I had my hair in banana curls. Those prehistoric people, that was my prehistoric days. And I had one that was flipping. But something got a hold of me, and I started having fun going. I was just going back and forth like Landy Wolf or Dottie Rainbow or Mickey or whatever, just going back and forth. And then when they came to the end of the song, I just went like that. Well, after it was over with, Gary, he ran over to me and he said, Donna, can you play? He had heard people get instant gifts. And I said, no, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just having fun. And so then the music person came and said, whoa, wow, you did great. Whoa, wow, thank you. I found out after that moment, you know, the Lord just makes us better than what we really look like. Really?